might want to try, a trade. You know, so that's what I'm thinking, dude. For you, because you always have work to do out. When you're in a trade as well. That's why I'm in the trades right now. All right. Let's see. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Zay here, and you're tuned in to another episode of Grit and Greasy. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about a big step from the shop floor to your own damn shop. Whether you're working under someone else's roof or grinding for the owner, the boss man, there comes a time when you got to ask yourself, is it, or the time to take the leap and go solo? It's not an easy choice, hell, but it's terrifying. Today I'm breaking down what it's like to move from working for someone else to running your own show, from the safety of a paycheck to the wild, messy, greasy world of independence. And trust me, it ain't all glamorous, but it's real raw, and it's yours. So let's dive into this transition from working for a shop to owning it. What it takes, what you lose, most importantly, what you'll gain. Let's get into it. So, all right. So you made the leap. You're out here doing your own thing. But here's the thing: there's no perfect roadmap. Hell, half of the time it's just taking one step forward, figuring it out as you go. So in this particular podcast, everybody, we're gonna be talking about that. So I kind of messed up on my intro, folks. I'm gonna redo that. Take two. What's up, crew? It's Zay, and you're tuned into another raw episode of Grit and Greasy. Today we're gonna be diving into the most pivotal moments in any automotive tech's life: leaving the shop and going solo. This is leave from the comfort zone, comfort of a steady paycheck, and a boss telling you what to do and when time waking up, to waking up every morning, knowing it's all on your shoulders now. It's scary. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. That's where we're built. That's what we're built for, right? This grind. So the grind. So today, let's break it down. What it takes to make the jump and the lessons you'll learn along the way, and why going solo is both the hardest and the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. So grab a cold one. Also, cheers to those of you, cheers to all those of you that have your drinks of choice, and to all you younger technicians, stick to a soda or something. And to all you old technicians, stick to your beers. So cheers, everybody. So grab a cold one, roll up your sleeves. Let's get ready. We're talking about how to leave the shop behind and start building something that's all yours. And believe me, it's going to get greasy. Also, I got one of my friends, my good friend Logan here. What's up, buddy? Sorry, before we get into the good stuff, let's talk about what it's like working for someone else. And I was just telling Logan here that if he wants to make good money in a skilled trade and do YouTube as well, because I got inspired him to do YouTube content creation. And one thing he can do is with, if it's like a mom and pop shop or something like that, have the shop's permission to have like a little camera on your chest, dude, and just show your day to day as a new technician. You can do and get to do YouTube videos on it. All right, and before we get the shop days, learning the ropes, and all right, before we get into the good stuff, let's talk about what it's like working with someone. Most of us, it's where we cut our teeth. You learn the ropes, get your hands dirty, and figure out what works and what doesn't. But the grind does also have its limits. I mean, how many of you found yourself starting at that clock, waiting for the day to end, thinking, "Is this really it?" I know. I'm gonna think that there's this moment when you hit it, when you realize you've maxed out on what you can do on someone else's shop. You've learned all you can. Maybe you got a little taste of the freedom you crave. You see the big picture, but you're stuck doing something else, someone else's bidding. That's when the itch starts. The itch to go solo. So Logan, would you like to chime in real quick? I mean, hey, when I was going to tell you, buddy, because there's a lot of great, YouTube channels out there to learn about, automotive is like any kind of trade, whether you do HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration, or, plumbing. There's a lot of electrician YouTube channels out there you can learn from. Plus, whatever. One thing advice I'm gonna give you, Logan, that since you're young, is find something you love to do. If you love what you do, it won't be work, and your job won't be work. It'll be fun. Um, just find something you love to do, dude. And if you love what you do, it won't be work. That's what I learned from my dad at a young age. Um, Now, let's be real. It's not all bad. Those shops days teach you discipline, techniques, and patience. You get a feel for the rhythm, the pace, the ups and downs. But eventually, it's not enough. You start thinking, what if I could do this on my own? What if I could build something bigger, something that's mine? That's the first big step. Realizing you're ready to take that leap. Now, deciding to go solo is not quick. It's not a quick. It's just more like a slow burn. That it starts small, a thought, a daydream. But eventually that thought grows, and when it does, it becomes a whole lot of fear, and a whole lot of excitement. Let's talk about that fear. The unknown is the pressures of leaving behind a steady paycheck, that safety, a regular gig. Suddenly, everything's on you. You're the boss, and that means you're responsible for everything from the business side to the hands-on work. And don't forget the financial side. There's no more, hey, can you cover my shift? You're looking at moments and months or even years of grinding, sometimes with nothing to show for it except your own effort. But here's the thing: if you let that fear stop you, you'll never make it. And you're sure you'll doubt yourself. You'll wonder if you made it the wrong choice. But the thing is about fear is it's often sign that you're on the edge of something big, and when you push through it, you'll realize just how capable you are. And the excitement. Now, well, that's the fuel. There's nothing like feeling of being your own boss, waking up every day, knowing you're building something from the ground up. It's the gritty, it's greasy, it's yours. But that's the excitement you carry so far. Yeah, it'll carry you so far. So you still got to put in the work. Starting out on your own, the grind. So you made the jump. You've gone solo. Now the real grind begins. You're setting up your shop, finding clients, and trying to juggle 1,000 things at once. It's a roller coaster. Some days it feels like you've hit a jackpot. Other days you'll feel like you're just hoping to keep your head above water. The key to surviving solo is patience and consistency. Sure, you might not have a big crew backing you up, but you're the one answering the calls, fixing the problems, and managing everything. But that's also where the grease comes in. The small daily tasks that keep everything running smooth, the hustle between the jobs, the late nights, the follow-ups, the marketing. You start small, but you keep building every day. Every job, every new customer, every referral is all a step forward. And the lessons you learn, we're going to let you learn along the way. So the lessons I know I'm going to learn along the way. If you're thinking about going solo, here's a few things I'm glad I hope I get to know before I make the jump. One day, you're going to have a lot of people telling you what you should do, but at the end of the day, your gut is your best guide. If it feels right, go for it. If it feels wrong, don't be afraid to pivot. It takes time. It takes time. It's easy to look at others and think they've got it all figured out. Trust me, they don't. It's a grind. It takes years of building something that lasts. Build the relationships with not just clients. Your reputation is everything. Build relationships with your clients and your suppliers, your community. When people trust you, they'll stick with you and they'll refer you. Shit happens, plans fall apart. Equipment breaks, the weather turns bad, but it's how you handle those moments that matters. Roll with the punches and adapt. So that's the lowdown on making the move from the shop to your own grind. It's a messy, tough road, but when you look back, you realize it was worth every scrape, knuckle, every sleepless night. You can't buy the lessons you learn in the trenches and the freedom. It's worth the grind. So if you're out there thinking about making the leap, don't let the fear win. Jump. The grease is waiting for you. Keep grinding, keep greasy, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for listening to Grit and Greasy, the Automotive Podcast.